What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Dylan Grubb here with Extreme.Outdoorsmen. If you guys are new here to the channel, make sure to go hit that subscribe button for me. Help me at 22,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate it. I just recently hit 21,000 yesterday, so it means a ton. I always love seeing all the likes and comments on my videos. I love reading through all the comments. I love to hear what you guys have to say. And make sure to leave a comment below right now some new video ideas you want to see here on the channel. I always love hearing back from all you guys that support the channel. I actually sold my truck, I told you guys in the last video, so I have nothing to tow the boat right now, so I'm just honestly going down the road and fishing in a couple ponds down the road. I'm still getting on the water, but the bite has been pretty tough, honestly. I've been out the past 3 days and not even a single bite. I guess it's been like 80s, 90 degrees, so the fishing's pretty tough when it's really hot like that. And honestly, I'm fishing like midday, so it's not the greatest time to be out on the water, but at least I'm getting out there and I'm trying to get on a couple bites. But I actually just got back to the house and I got these boxes from Shop Karls, or Karl's Bait and Tackle, in the mail, and today's video is actually sponsored by Karl's Bait and Tackle. If you guys don't know what Shop Karls is, it's a fishing website online where you can find some of the best fishing deals. All the lures that you see in my videos I order off of Shop Karls, and I just love going on there and checking out all the new fishing tackle on the website. They've got all kinds of stuff for camping, all kinds of fishing rods, all kinds of lures, hooks, weights, anything you can think of. I've even ordered a bunch of really cool fishing socks off the Karl's Bait and Tackle website. So make sure to go check out Shop Karls if you guys need a new fishing website to order some new tackle. I know if you're watching this video, you probably love spending money on fishing tackle, because I do, that's for sure. I know my dad does too. But basically in today's video, I'm just going to be opening up both of these boxes, just showing you guys what I ordered. I already opened up a couple of these because I was using a couple of the lures. Today I actually went out for like 5 hours this morning and not even a bite. So it was rough, but I tried. But I think first off, we're going to open up this box. I just got a couple things in here. I'm gonna just dump everything out real quick, just go over it and why I ordered it. But first off, I got a couple different Googan Squad clickbaits, and if you guys haven't used these yet, make sure to go buy yourself a couple on Karl's Bait and Tackle. These Googan Squad clickbaits are phenomenal, guys. I've caught so many big largemouth bass on these. This one right here is the green pumpkin. Right here is the black and blue. And I've caught a ton of fish on the black and blue right there. I always put a bandito bug on the back, or I'll put like a swim bait of some type. But I really like throwing these Googan Squad clickbaits, so make sure to go check these out. They catch a ton of big fish. And I think I really like them because of that bigger blade. I'll actually open this one up and show you guys real quick. But I have another one. It's like a perch style one that I was throwing earlier, or a bluegill. But check that out right there. Really, really good lures, guys. I love throwing those Googan Squad clickbaits. And drop a comment below if you guys have used those clickbaits and let me know what you guys think about them. But next up, we got a couple different jig heads for out on Lake St. Clair. I've been doing a ton of fishing out on Lake St. Clair. If you watch my channel, you probably know I do a ton of Lake St. Clair fishing. So I got the 360 GT Coastal Storm jig heads, and these look really, really good, guys. I just found them on Shop Karls the other day and figured I would order them and test them out. But I want to show you what they look like up close. If you guys can see that, it's almost like a golden eye, and it's got some rivets right here, so it's going to be able to hold your swim bait really, really good on that jig head. So I'm definitely good. Me and Blue Jays Blue Jays Outdoors, we're actually going out on St. Clair on Saturday. So definitely going to be trying these out. I'm really excited to test. I always love testing out new lures. I order all kinds of stuff on Karl's Bait and Tackle, so I always love testing out new stuff. But next up is the Inshore Slam. It says these are best with braided line. These look pretty interesting too. I guess they're in a package right now, so I'm not gonna get those out, but those almost have like, if you can see that right there, it has like rings around the hook where you screw the swim bait on, and those are really, really nice. Those will hold your swim bait on really, really tight. So I like those. Maybe I'll even test those out on Saturday. Next up is the Janko Fishing Tennessee River Tremor head. These look pretty cool. I've actually seen a couple guys on YouTube use these, so I figured I would order them. But check that out right there. That big like plastic piece or whatever that's made of is gonna create a ton of wake in the water. I think it just swims like that when you're reeling it in. But definitely gonna try this for some big smallmouth out on Lake St. Clair. Those smallmouth are probably gonna be moving out deeper right now. It's starting to become summer. It's like 80, 90 degrees right now. So those smallmouth are gonna start moving to deeper rocks or deeper structure. But probably gonna throw a bunch of drop shots out there on Saturday, but maybe I'll chuck this thing around on some shallow water structure that I know. But really, really excited to test these out. So next up is actually the Googan Baits Green Series hooks, Lunker Wacky Rig hook. And I actually ordered these just because I'm gonna be using these for drop shot hooks. They look really, really good. I'll get them out real quick and show you. But definitely gonna be using these for drop shot hooks. Maybe I'll use them for wacky rig, but honestly, I just ordered them just because I've been doing a ton of drop shotting out on Lake St. Clair lately. And usually in the summertime, drop shots are key. Even when they're spawning, I guess. I've been using drop shots for probably a month or longer. And I've been catching a ton of smallmouth bass on them, so I had to order a bunch of drop shot stuff. You always gotta be loaded up with hooks and weights for drop shots because they work really, really good out there for big smallmouth bass. But next up, we got this box right here. I'm done with all those lures. I just ordered a couple things in that box, and I just got this box as well. And this box is mostly all hooks and weights. So first off, I got a bunch of different drop shot things. I got a couple different hooks, a bunch of different stuff in here. So first off is the Eagle Claw drop shot hooks, and it's the size 2. And I actually went out the other day with Logan Parks. He's on the Auburn bass fishing team. Super cool dude. I actually helped. I was their camera guy for the Auburn bass fishing team for the tournament up on Saginaw Bay. But check this one out. They're just all lined up on this ring right here. But if you can see that, I used this one a couple days ago and caught a ton of smallmouth bass on it. So I really like this one. I used it out on St. Clair, and it worked really, really well, guys. So definitely recommend those ones right there. But next up, I got these hooks. And these are almost like basically like drop shot straight hooks if you're gonna almost like put the whole entire plastic on. I've been doing it like that for a little while and catching a bunch of smallmouth bass on it instead of just putting it through the nose of the like worm or whatever soft plastic you have on. So that's what I've been doing a lot lately, and I've been catching a ton of smallmouth bass on it just because when you put that whole entire plastic on, just the top of that hook is showing. So not a ton of the hook is showing when you use these. So I really like throwing those ones. But next up is some Owner mosquito hooks. These things are pretty freaking tiny. Check those out right there. these are the ones that I'd be just putting the hook straight through the nose of like a drag and drop or any type of drop shot bait that you're gonna be using. So if you guys can tell, I loaded up on drop shot stuff, but there's another one that fell out right there. Can't lose any hooks or weights. But next up is actually the heavy metal tungsten swing football jig. And this is what I was actually throwing out today. I'll show you guys how I rigged it up. But I actually put a Googan bait blazing worm on it. If you guys can see that right there. That swing football jig has a ton of action. I actually ordered the swing football jigs because I seen Mark Zona. He was actually catching a ton of smallmouth bass out on Lake St. Clair with those, just putting a swim bait on the back of it. And he was catching a ton of big smallmouth bass on it. So definitely gonna be testing that out on Saturday. I'm pretty excited to test that out, chuck it around. Maybe I'll catch a 5-6 pound smallmouth. That would be pretty cool. But I also got a couple tube jigs. The X Zone, I've never used these ones, so I always love the tubes out on St. Clair. Those are another key lure this time of year that catch a ton of big smallmouth bass. Just chucking it out, letting it sink to the bottom and either pop it off bottom or just slowly drag it. And those tube jigs catch a ton of really big bass, so I always love throwing those. And then the Finesse Ned Rig Jig Heads. I also got some Ned Rig Jig Heads. And me and my dad have done super good out there on St. Clair on Ned Rigs, like mid-summertime around rocks and everything. Towards like Detroit River, me and my dad have caught a ton of fish on Ned Rigs. Black Ned Rigs are probably our favorites out there. But that pretty much wraps up today's video, guys. I just wanted to quickly go over all the new lures that I got and basically just show you guys what I got and talk to you about Karl's Bait and Tackle. So if you guys need any new lures, make sure to go order your stuff on Karl's Bait and Tackle. I'm actually gonna leave my link in the description if you want to go click it and use my link to order some stuff. It would help me out. It would help out the channel. It would mean a ton. Really appreciate you guys watching today's video, and we will see you in the next one.